chat me, them a chat me silently. Them a chat me, trust me. They're talking about me. And they're also watching my page. They just don't want to give me the publicity because them know say once them give me the publicity, me know how to do with it. Me know what to do with it. Them afraid of me like puss. Trust me. Because them know say that girl brain work good. So them afraid of me. They will think twice about giving me the publicity. But they're talking about me. Trust me, they are. So any publicity them are going to give me, it's not going to be good. Alright? Everybody, thank you, Sugar and Spice. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bianca. 99 does not full stop where comma supposed to be observer. She chat me openly all the time in our shade, in our little sneak this them. In our sneak this them. Love it. But people blind to that. She not see them not see the sneak this them what she sneak this me. Eh? Okay, let me talk about it. What she did with anytime I see Bianca I love it and somehow not upon ya when they pamarette me, yo, I feel so reassured. It's so reassuring to see no found upon my life. I'm not telling no lie. So if there was even an ounce of doubt in my mind, I know that you guys who have my best interest at heart will come in and say, no, you do the right thing. Thank you for that. For real. You don't want me even touch on the topic of that little boy. Oh my God. Because, you know what? I am going to hold my opinions about the little boy until it all played out. It plays out. Once it plays out, then me talk. Because there's so many parts to this boy's story. Hey, Freddie, what? There's so many parts to this boy's story that me now want force myself and say nothing like Ladana and then end up have to put my foot in my mouth. So I might as well me just sit back and observe and type in the comment section like everybody else and just listen. Because I mean, I have no time for do no investigation. So the people who do have the time to do the investigation, I'd rather sit and listen to them and pick sense out of nonsense and then me go summarize later. You understand? But the investigation side of things, but I have no time for that. So me I listen just like the whole I want. You understand? But the situation of the observer lady, it was really wrong. And this is the problem with 99. She doesn't take correction. She is moving like a bully. She a bully everybody and I try to get her way. True. That's not how it works, 99. That's not how it works. You cannot bully people like that and think say I saw it go. You see corporate Jamaica, 99, don't ramp with corporate Jamaica. What them said, there's like somebody tell me last night, so there's a glass ceiling, something so with corporate America, and then you have the, you know who I'm talking about, the other class of people. All right? There's high society, and then there's you know what. You don't want to piss off high society, Donna. Okay? 99, you do not want to piss off high society. I better you stay in your corner and go and shine this up. Until you can make more opportunities for yourself. Go and make your money where you're there. 99. You understand? You do not want to piss off high society. As a matter of fact, someone shared a story last night about one of them. I don't know. Y'all listen to when name the politics or when name politics watcher or whatever. And I think they pulled a story about why this gunman did, right? And how Miss Babsy Grange's entourage there was a march or some parade that Miss Babsy Grange was in. And it gets shoot up when it all got through in neighborhood or something like that. You understand me? She bullied the aunt to tell her how much money she got in e-transfer. Listen, I say, Sherry, this is big. This is, let me tell you something. You see the situation with that little boy, it is big. It is humongous. It is big. She dropped the ball on this one. Lord of mercy. We don't have all the, Lord of mercy. It is big. Anyways, you see the situation with, alright, apparently, let's go back to her not pissing off corporate Jamaica or high society Jamaica. When Miss Babsy Grange was going through, like she had a parade to this bad man neighborhood or something like that. And the Miss Babsy Grange entourage got shot up. Miss Babsy wasn't hit by any gunshots, but she was shaken up by the fact that her entourage got shot up by the careless man them in the neighborhood. Now apparently, the gunman in that neighborhood there was well wanted by police, from what I'm hearing, right? And the minute that happened to Miss Babsy Grange's, he shot up the car Babsy was in, Miss Babsy was in. I saw it go, I don't know. But me just talk from memory, right? What happened to that gunman? What happened to that? Remember, I know, me hear some police know which part him there for years, you know, but them never trouble him. He was a wanted man for years. And then he knew he was wanted, but them never trouble him for the 10 years or the 11 years he was wanted for. Right? But right after that thing happened with Miss Babsy Grange, what happened to him? Him see dirt. Him see dirt. Why? Because him violate himself. Him cross that path and violate Miss Babsy Grange, which is stupid. I don't know why he would do something like that, by the way. That's dumb. You understand? That's dumb. Why he would do something like that, I don't know. But it led to his death. Police eventually killed him, took him out. You understand? So it's kind of like the same situation here with her and high society. When you remember the live when I do the other day about her, when I ask her if she do, why she can't buy a house up in the white people, you know what I talk about, up in the well-to-do areas. I shouldn't say white people area, but up in the well-to-do areas. Why she can't buy a house up in the well-to-do areas? That's because there's a reason for that. It's kind of like the same thing now. You know, she figured that being a humanitarian, quote unquote, a humanitarian, is good enough to get her anywhere. And we all see differently. We know, saying she's not no. We know what's going on. We know what's going on, lady. Charmaine, she is not smart. But Charmaine, we're not going to make her any smarter. We're not going to make her any smarter. Right? We're going to leave her there and her little cronies where they're behind her, push her, and then yam out, leave her right where she is. Don't make her, she can't know. It's hard to train somebody like her now. It's very hard to train somebody like her. She's too old to train, in other words. You know, like what them say, old people broken at them ways, that's her. She is too old to train, which is why over and over, she ends up exposing herself even more and more and more, because she don't learn nothing along the way. Now, which is why she'll go after the woman. If she go after, if they met that woman there, the observer get fired. Me personally, I gotta give them a mouth. Me personally, I don't know who that lady is, but me personally would have come out and defend that lady there. Them too out of order, them for understand them place. You can't throw a tantrum, and because you don't get your way, you're calling for the termination of the woman. Who the frick do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are? If Facebook decide to take down your page tomorrow, what's going to happen? Remember, you know, your only power is social media, you know. If Facebook take down your page tomorrow, how will you eat, sleep, exist? If Facebook take down your Instagram, how will you eat, sleep, exist? Meanwhile, the person and observer will still have their job, because their education wasn't built on social media. Their livelihood isn't dependent. Well, not really. Their livelihood isn't really dependent on social media when you think about it. Okay? So that woman at observer has way more value than you do. Okay? And she didn't make that decision on her own. I'm sure, exactly, Don. She had a group of people who were sitting there. And listen, don't even touch. We forgot to mention about the whole gunman situation and this situation. Only never hear the story about the gunman who she there with and she come. I remember her. I remember 99 going on her live talking about, so what if she there with this mania and this mania? Because I remember when our best friend Ashanti 360 came out and started talking a whole bunch of stuff about her. I don't know how Ashanti 360 find out all of this information, but Ashanti 360 apparently was speaking all these vile things about who she has sleep with and how the man come through the back, jump the fence at night time. How Ashanti find these things out, I don't know. Him say him have the drone down there. Remember when Ashanti 36099 was talking about him have a drone down there and him see when your boyfriend in question would jump the and her were in the same company at one point. Why? I don't know. But after his visit, that gave her more kudos because she showed it on her live with Dr. Christofton right there beside her, right in the garrison, stand up beside her, and she was on top of the world when Tufton came to her house. Now, if you don't understand Jamaicans and politics, right? Let me tell you how the garrison mentality works. If you can get someone from Parliament, or if you can get a minister, not a councillor or whatever, a minister to come and visit you at your home in the garrison, you know, say you get some kudos. You get kudos right there. Yeah, man, you get kudos. Right? Because people now are going to look upon you like, yeah, she know the minister. And them are going to give you this praise. And them are going to give you this thing upon your shoulder. Like, so she now has a chip on her shoulder because Dr. Christofton came to her house. Now, this is why it's very important for politicians to not associate themselves with certain types of people. It's very important. I remember a few years ago when I was blogging, right? And I can't remember whose funeral it was, right? I think over Spanish Town or Pembroke Hall or one of them bad man they did over there. So. And when the bad man did, he was a Dan man. And I remember a minister going to the funeral. And I said to myself, what the hell is this minister doing attending this man's funeral? You know, you're a political figure. So where do I attend this gunman, this known gunman funeral? Still, integrity means a lot to a lot of people.
Comments in review on I'm a Rasta for Life, the National Board of Comments.
You understand? Exactly, Shavoy. And he was so hyped up about this money. Listen to me carefully. He was so hyped up about this money to pay for his education that he couldn't help himself, right? This 18-year-old guy is so naive and immature that he couldn't help himself, right? He went on live and started bragging and boasting. That's his own naive mentality in play now. His own immaturity in play because he now has all this money to his disposal. There has to be some form of accountability, Lisa. Let them know. So don't come over here, come attack people. Don't go over Lorraine, go attack people. Because they need to know. We need to know. We, the public, need to know. Do you know that there are advocates here in the United States? There are people here in the United States who will take on the case and dedicate the case. You don't know how foreign people work? Ikim? That's why a lot of UNO will never. A lot of UNO in Jamaica will love lawlessness. UNO cannot come here and be a part of the society here because UNO don't like laws and UNO don't like rules. You understand? Because UNO not think say certain things is supposed to be happening because no, that's not how it works here in America. Our American way of thinking is that we hold everyone accountable for certain things. That's how it works here in America. He is only 18 years old, very immature, very naive.
Comments in review.
Oh, he's working from home. You don't think everybody wants to be on the bandwagon?
Comments in review.
Kimro. All right, you win that conversation. I'm not even going to continue, because if I continue, I don't think you're going to get my point. You're going to tell me that it's a bandwagon of jumping on. Bandwagon, holding somebody accountable is not a bandwagon, number one. Accountability is not a bandwagon. Accountability comes from a person's integrity.
You guys want people to show accountability, or to deal with accountability. Accountability for what? To whom? You guys want too much out of people who are doing things for people. You guys want people to be accountable for helping someone. How are you accountable in helping another person? You're helping someone. So where's the accountability?
A person's morals, a person's values. That's where accountability comes from. You understand me? It's not a matter of bandwagon. Okay, if you want to take your money and give me your business, I don't care. You understand? What I am saying, Kim. All right, Kim, I guess it's best to say this. If you go to a doctor, right? You go to a medical office. Right? The medical...
These people continue to try to tell people what to do with their money and how to spend their money and who to give their money to. Why do these people feel like they can do this? That they are so angry that money is being given away or generated, and they're angry about it. So you see, this is about money, and who's generating the money. Good, this is what this is all about. And they are hating that they are not able to generate these monies. And as you can see, because of this whole money situation, where the root of evil is. I'm a Rasta for Life, the national
All right,
board.
so even tomorrow, even if he got denied November 8th, we're still, November 8th is 2022. November 8th is 2022. So why wait until now, February 2023, to do a GoFund? It still not make no sense. But see the timeline, it still not make no sense to me. So maybe, I don't know, maybe him drag him feet at getting the money. Because if, you know, what is what I talk about, right? Because when I go school, right? When I go university,
you didn't graduate. Please remember, you didn't graduate.
When I go university, may I read in the comments here as I stay quiet?
You didn't graduate.
Maybe he would get the visa without the money.
And you don't know Canada laws. You don't know anything about Canada.
Me not talk about the year. Listen to me, guys. For those of you, listen. Me not talk about the year of acceptance. Me I talk about the timing of the GoFund. Right? He got accepted in June. He got the acceptance letter of the college in June. And apparently he got denied in November. He got denied in November for the visa, right? We are now in February. Why wait from November, December, January? Why wait almost 4 months to get here to do this GoFundMe? And that may I ask.
Because now he needs to get the 20,000, as you know, Canada requires. because he could sponsor himself. You don't know anything about Canada and their laws. They got scholarship programs in Canada where you can sponsor yourself to get an education. Did you know that?
Alright, so when me go college over here, right?
You didn't
And
graduate.
you apply to the university in question, right? The minute them accept you, in unison, them tell you to deal with your financial aid in unison, right? With your college acceptance. Them tell you, okay, these are the next steps. Them say, congratulations, Miss.
Guys, Canada is not the US of A. This is where these people continue to spread misinformation. Canada is not the US of A, and the US of A is not Canada. Canada is its own, what do they call Canada? Like a commonwealth, I'm not sure, but Canada has nothing to do with America and how America is run. America has nothing to do with Canada and how Canada is run. So their schooling system, their university system, college system is run completely different than America. And Tina Chin and her cronies do not know this.
Walters on being accepted to so-and-so school. These are the important numbers and these are the important offices. You need to start working on your financial aid, any loans that you need to pay for your education. You need to, blind their eye and will never see the truth they're showed. And that me I try to figure out to Janet. Looks like lots of international students applied for these types of visas. So if he got denied, another took that spot. So now that he got the money, right? Will he be able to get an appointment up at the embassy right away? Like, is it something that you get right away? Like a visa, the chance to apply, to reapply again. Is that appointment right away, or is that something that you have to wait for months? The appointment to get your...
You see, she doesn't know anything about the Canada educational system. She has to ask. So this is why you don't listen to these people with their miscommunication, because she doesn't know anything about the Canada and how their educational system is run.
Embassy visa at the Canadian embassy, is that something that you get right away?
Comments in review.
You know how you have to make an appointment to go to the US embassy? Is it the same with the Canadian embassy? And what's the time span? How long do you have to wait in between appointments? So for example, if
didn't I just say it? She doesn't know what she's talking about, but she's talking.
That's what I'm saying, Melanie. I fear, I must read your thing. I fear. I don't think that the letter is valid. No. I will have to ask my husband because he is on the board of York University and would know how it works. Okay, that's Anne-Marie. Okay, Anne-Marie said she doesn't think that letter is valid now. Then in 2 months, he got a response that he was denied, maybe based on the funds, hence him creating a GoFundMe. Yes, but I'm trying to figure out, when you apply to the Canadian embassy, how long it is with...
What are you trying to figure out? This is none of your business. What are you trying to figure out? The best thing for you to do is to go research the Canadian educational system and the requirements for sponsorship and all of these things, more than you trying to figure it out with your misinformation.
Before you get an appointment to go up there and prove. Somebody says money has nothing to do with the denial of a visa. Okay, money has nothing to do with the denial of a visa. Thanks for that, Sugar and Spice. In addition to that, this guy said he got a scholarship. You guys are forgetting that he said he got a scholarship. He said it last night on his live that he has since taken down. So we can throw all of this money raising foolishness out the door, right? This guy said he got a scholarship. This guy said he got a scholarship.
So what?
Why was that scholarship not told to donors?
Why is that any of your business? A scholarship is gifted, right? A scholarship. Why everything has to be told? A scholarship is a scholarship. Comments in review.
Well, the man said he got a scholarship last night and he's going to leave. This is what's puzzling. You see why we have to ask questions? The man said he's going to leave the money in his bank account for collect interest. And he's going to go at the gym now and him quit him job. And so when him do all of this now, what do you think is going to happen? People are going to look and scrutinize him even more. Right? All of a sudden you come into money and you're going to quit your job. And you're going to go gym. And you're going to bleach your skin. Eh? And you're going to do all these things? Those plans you never had before? Your entire mannerism just changed from the humble you to somebody totally different? Come on, make it make sense. She is not going to call no college or any of the right things to do. It's all about the big platform that can collect the most money in a space of a couple of hours. And we did it for Planka to the flipping world. Nothing else matters, Tina. So no matter how you're going to teach them knowledge, it will never work. Watch and you will see. That's true. It's just Planka to the flipping world. You know, so I listen to Lorraine live last night and my ear said some customers must walk, go up in our restaurant. We not call the restaurant name. But two customers must walk, go up in the people them restaurant. You don't know what me attack. Two people walk, go up in the people them restaurant. And as the people them walking at the restaurant, they were greeted with, "What's up, Plankas?" So the woman them say, "You don't call we not belong to nothing. We not belong to nothing. You don't call we nothing." And the people them say them walk out of the restaurant because them couldn't believe that they were greeting with, "What's up, Plankas?" In the people them restaurant. And that me ear. So they ended up walking out of the restaurant because they said that was just so inappropriate for them to assume that they were a part of any Plankas. They were just trying to support their business. And out of the blue, they were greeted, "What's up, Plankas?"
Hearsay.
You understand? Somebody say you don't go to embassy for Canadian visa, and yes, Canada reviews visa if you're coming for school and don't have the right amount of money. Okay, Tashan, thank you for that. And the GoFundMe has not been closed, even though it exceeded expectations, because them are waiting on the rest for trickle in, baby love. That's why it not closed. They're waiting on the rest to trickle in. You have to show how you'll be able to pay your tuition fees. It's not the same like applying for a visitor's visa. Correct. All right. So how you mean, man? Okay. I hope it's, listen, you see, that's why I'm kind of holding my mouth. What I really want to say, I'm not going to say.
Exactly.
I'm just dropping little points here and there. But what I really want to say, I'm not going to say it because I want to watch and see how this shit plays out. Okay? Because Lorraine says she's going to be on it. So I'm just going to be a viewer. You know what I mean?
And what are these guys gaining from all of this? I've always wondered. So you're going to watch it out. You're going to see what happens. You're going to see this. You're going to see that. And then what? What are you guys going to do? You just want to prove something? I mean, this is so ridiculous that you and your crony friends them have nothing to do but analyze and scrutinize all of these episodes occurring on social media. And I'm just like, wow. Nothing to do but waste your time.
I'm going to be a viewer because based on what I heard that he might be somebody's partner. You know, I don't know, but
Hearsay,
you know,
you hear them?
it said on a particular live that he might be somebody's partner, and I'm like, what? I was shocked because in my head,
You hear that? Well, I don't know. So if you don't know, why are you repeating it? This is the damage that these people continue to do. They spout out their venom and then they say they don't know if it's true. Unbelievable. On I'm a Rasta for Life, the National Board of Comments.
when I heard when I was on Lorraine's live yesterday and I was listening and they were and Lorraine said who is her boyfriend, who is his boyfriend, who is his shit. Somebody said, oh, him David. Me hear upon the live and him say, oh, him David, oh, him David. So me I say, so me know like an idiot. Listen to this joke. Listen to this joke, people. Listen to this joke. Listen to this joke. So me did it as an odd. Listen to me now. Me did it as a person. I listen to the live in the audience. Cause me I try figure out what I want to, you know, me I try math sitting in my head. So me hear them say, guess I owe him David, I owe him David, I owe him David 99. That me hear them saying at the live, you know. So me now jump in on the live now, you know, and I say, them find woman game already. Them find woman game already. Not just get the money 24 hours ago. Oh, them find woman game already. Me like an idiot, you know. And that me say, you know, not if I realize what I go on, can me just jump in on the live with my enough self. Yeah, me know, him find woman already. In fact, boy, me young and sweet, you know, and my head, me I say, well, him young and sweet, you know, of course, woman I go want it. Blood cleat. When me sit down there now, I listen to the live now to backside. Me I hear say a woman to backside. Me say, what? I nearly fell over in my chair. My mouth drop a ground suddenly. Me say, what? Me say, nah, y'all are bad. I said, no way. There is no way. No way. Somebody said the Northwest School has lots of online courses too, even for LPM. And I stop follow the story. Okay, Tash. Shit, I want to know the date of his orientation. I want to see him sitting in class smiling at the desk. I want to see his class coursework. I want to see his transcripts at the end of the semester. Right, Anne-Marie? I want to see everything. Miss Keisha, I was like, what? Listen, I was like, oh my God. God, me never knew it.
You're not going to see anything. Who is you to see transcripts and all these things? Like you say, you're too enough.
Honestly, me just jump in on the live. Me just jump in on the live and I listen like everybody else. And then me say, which girl him there with now? Them fine woman give me already. Me say 99. And that me I just say that innocently. To backside. Business management.
I'm a Rasta for Life, the National Board.
So me late, you see? That for sure you say.
Of comments.
Me not really jump to conclusions. Me ask questions. Yeah, me ask questions. Because if me never ask questions, now me would not think, say, it's a woman. You know, me not think nothing.
You're there.
You know, but I mean, if that's his preference, that's his thing. You know, that's his thing. You know, that's his shit. You know, and I don't want to put no cloud on the boy situation, but you know, me never know. But I say this thing I get. Just wake up, my girls. Who that mad me?
YouTube. They're talking about someone's preference. When it comes to that community, that's what they're talking about.
Janet, me just sit down here and that's why I tell you say, me not gonna say nothing until me connect all the dots. Like, me not gonna really empty my belly until I am gonna be just an observer.
Why?
When it come on to this case, me gonna be an observer. Me not say nothing.
I didn't know this was a case. This is a case? A case of what? I hear about cases, but that's in court. Are we in court now that we're listening to cases on social media? Wow, that's a new one. This case.
Because you can't jump too soon and spread something that you don't have any proof about. You know, me don't have no proof about it or anything like that. So you understand? Me just observe and me go.
Oh, so before you spread anything, you have to make sure that what you're spreading out there is factual. So everything that you're saying now that you're spreading out there, is it factual? How do we figure out if what you're saying is factual? So we don't spread it out there incorrectly.
Listening upon the lives them and later on I probably can't put my 2 cents, but when it come on to me, I want to see him in classes. I want to see him sitting. I want to see his syllabus. You understand me? I want to see him syllabus. Trust me, I want to see him syllabus.
And if you don't get to see his syllabus, and if you don't get to see him in his classes, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You need to say what you're going to do if you don't see any of these things occurring.
Him take down the live where him do last night. Him take down the live because it was being replayed on another live and he removed it. Now, if you have nothing to hide, why would you remove it? Maybe he removed it because he was told to remove it, because Lorraine was replaying it on her live. You know, I don't know. I really don't know, but I hope his story is true. And like I said, I think 99...
There they go again with this, I really don't know. I really don't know. I hope his story is true. You really don't know what?
And jumped the gun on this. You know, she was more, and again, maybe she didn't, assuming it's a legit situation, assuming it's legit, maybe she had great...
And what happens when you assume? What happens? When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
Intentions. She had great intentions to do something amazing for this young man, but she just jumped the gun and she was more interested in the glorification that she would get from it more than anything else. She wasn't interested. She probably wasn't even interested in the man's cause. You know?
Comments in review. What she just said is her thinking for somebody else. Remember that when you listen. What she's saying is what she's thinking for that person. She's taking on the role of the person and saying this is what she's actually doing, even though Miss Chin is thinking it.
Tina, my husband said there is an expiration date and it should be still valid, and the other expiration date would be... Okay, so Anne-Marie, he has 2 expiration dates on the letter. 2 expiration dates are on the letter, but one comes before the other. In other words, his start date comes before the expiration date, if that makes sense. So on the letter, his start date is supposed to be May 8th, and the expiration date of the letter is May 12th. I don't see an issue with that. I personally don't see an issue with that part of it, because I understand that part. Maybe he needs to start classes. He needs to be registered and in classes by May 8th, right? That could make sense. That makes all the sense. The expiration date is after his start date, because he needs to be registered and in class May 8th before the letter expires May 12th. Because if after May 12th he went to try to register for class, he wouldn't get in. So that right there could be legit. You understand? No, he has no. Nothing wrong with that still, Keisha. That's true. That's what I said, Ashley. And this is what's casting a lot of doubt in a lot of people's minds. His story is too all over the place. Too all over the place. Right? So, in a sense, it's between him and 99 who caused it upon himself. You understand? Because if his story was just to the point and straight to the point, then nobody would be questioning it. But with 99 story and then theme story, it's just all over the place. So everybody I go question it. Somebody did check, and they do have a session starting in May. They do have a session starting in May in that school.
So I just wanted to go over this video because it clearly shows that ones continue to put their nose in other people's business. They're spreading untruths. They're hateful, even to the young. Even to the young ones, they're hateful. So, as you know, Miss Chin is on the bandwagon. Yes, she is. Because Miss Chin looks like she's looking, some kind of journalism, something. Remember, I told you so. So we're not impressed. But I just wanted to highlight these comments on I'm a Rasta for Life, the National Board of Comments, so that you could read and see what ones are commenting via this video. That's why we're called the National Board of Comments. Have a good day, guys, and blessed Sabbath when it comes.